Boa tarde, flecheiros arcanos. Bora continuar nosso joguito aí. Vamos seguir lá pro norte, cara. Eu não consegui achar aquele pessoal lá no sul. Vamos seguir pro norte. Vamos avançar aí pra missão. Também tem que voltar naquela ilha antiga, né? Conversar com alguém lá, parece. É, acho que é isso. Mas vou pro norte, vamos lá. Opa, pra cá, pra cá. Ah, sim, eu quero ir naquela ilha antiga pra comprar aquele machadinho de volta, tá? Machadinho do gelo. Sei que tá caro, 11 mil, mas... Opa, tem 26 mil, pô. Gastar uma grana com isso também é foda. Opa, errei o caminho. Errei o caminho. Devia ter vendido aquele machadinho, né? Perdi dinheiro à toa. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Vamos lá. F5. Vamos lá. Vamos pra ali, né? Mais perto. Não lembro quais missões ficam em qual lugar, mas a gente vai descobrindo aqui. Opa! Não consigo ir aqui? Deixa eu ver esse aqui. Tá. Mercador não quero não. Vamos ver o que vai rolar aqui. Bom. Lugares novos.
Atsura asked me to train a crop of new sailors. Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home. I didn't stay long. We sailed north for target practice, then circled back. Should have kept going.
Tem gente morta aqui, né, pelo jeito. Caralho.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Isongo. The place got trampled just the same. This is Wide Wen all over again. Only now we know it really is Aethys behind it. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words. Lava better be alright. Well, at least he's easy to follow. Headed right for the lighthouse.
A pegada dele. Opa! Droga, não esperava por isso.
Try this. That looks like it hurt.
Ok.
Yes?
You were saying?
What can I do you for?
Se eu chegar lá, consigo.
Lava will be on sync.
Nossa, todo mundo foi transformado em F. Apertei o botão errado aqui.
Real quiet now. Watch and learn.
Who's in favor of the long way around?
Então vamos lá, naquele canto lá, tá? Primeiro vamos aqui embaixo. Vamos ver se dá pra passar por aqui. O que é isso? Espada longa. Ver qual o rolê aqui.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in. We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements. The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra. That monster that killed our people?
I suppose he does look like a monster from down here.
I told you, Zahira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
Our gods are above petty motivations like revenge. No, Gon's got a bigger plan for you and me.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Co. ordered the Gunhawks and Cannoneers to take up positions. They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards. I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire, felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know, like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark. On the western side of the fort, it's a true marvel, a monument to Rawatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
The Naga.
They skulked in after, once our walls were down. Those of us who were left fought, but those cowards moved through the sunken hallways, ambushed us from below. Those snakes are little more than animals, no match for trained Rawatayan warriors. When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
Dawn Stars.
Fleetmaster Co. hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Latharan, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it, left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
I think their praying called it here, getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
Is there anything else? Zahira, assistant quartermaster. The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without... There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
The big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them if you look carefully.
Ah,
I shall be discreet.
What do we have here? Give me a real challenge.
Real quiet now. The shadow comes to muddy the light.
I'm here. Indeed. Yes? Of course. We're not alone. Thick worth and rough.
Yeah?
Now, where were we?
I'm listening.
Lavaru beyond seek! Happy to oblige. Lavaru beyond seek!
Hey.
Tell me. Lavaru beyond seek.
Something I can do? That must hurt.
Tell me. Lavaru beyond seek.
Right here. How do you like that? There's something you don't see every day.
Captain? I've got this, Captain!
Yeah? Lavaru beyond seek!
Speak freely. Ashiza, strike!
Oh? Lavaru beyond seek. How may I help? As you wish. Worth and rough. Worth and rough.
turn.
Beleza. O que é isso aqui, gente? Se eu arrumar uma corda, eu consigo emendar. Provavelmente eu consigo emendar aqui. Precisa que eu não tenho uma corda, velho. Vou comprar corda.
Normally leave this much black powder lying about.
Opa, opa, opa. Eita porra.
I'm here.
Right here.
Ai, não acredito.
My pleasure.
Ai, que saco.
Try this. Oh, so that's how it's gonna go.
Vou ficar aqui.
Yeah? I'll light the darkness. Lavaru beyond seek.
Something I can do?
Captain? Ashiza, strike!
I'm here.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Shoti!
Caralho.
I could go for some shut-eye about now.
Consider it done.
Ishi, quiet time.
Droga, né, mano? Eu meio morri lá.
That's how it's done.
Achei que ia abrir uma passagem aqui.
We got trouble, folks.
Muita porra. É, tem um aqui que esse aqui.
I'll get the next one.
Tell me. Arthik worth and rough.
Arthik worth and wrath.
Yeah?
You were saying? For the wrong Anui. You were saying?
Aye?
Arthik worth and rough.
I think that's beyond me.
How do you like that?
Hmm?
Yeah.
What do you need? How may I help?
Lava beyond seek.
Beleza.
Relax. I got this.
We got trouble, folks.
Eita, pô.
Yeah? Bullseye.
Oh? Worth and rough.
Love will be on seek. Hit me again and I'll hit you
Your
back.
orders?
Still got it.
Your orders?
Hey.
Tell me. Worth and rough.
Hey there. Try this. That looks like it hurt.
Yeah. Move, Ixie, honor.
Não é, porra.
I reap what I sow.
Tell me. Lava will be on seek.
Hey there. How do you like that? There's something you don't see every day.
Happy to oblige. Love will be on seek.
Captain?
Hey,
Your orders?
what do you need?
Give me a challenge.
Nice and quiet.
What is this? Come closer. You glow so brightly, just like the away. The striped fiends profane the island, endlessly burrowing, building. They bury the Adra under stone. Sugan says we must find a way in. Sugan says I must find a way in. Speaker for the gods. Grandfather to many. The fiends gather at the walls, searching too. Not for me, but they see me still. It is too dark. I will lose my way. Or stay a little longer. Your glow is a comfort here. No, not dead. Still searching. A way, I said. A glowing, shining way. The way glows. Like an anglerfish lure. I will follow the way, I think. But then I see a... Now, there is no way and no light. I am afraid. The way? I am searching for a way. Show me.
Caraca. Parte vai de cima. Ah, beleza. Let's go. Depois eu vou lá.
Wait, look there.
Show him how it's done. Mm-hmm. Try this.
Nice and quiet.
Isn't this something? Consider.
I shall be discreet.
Watch and learn.
A alvenaria frouxa danifica a parede ao sul da portaria. Alguns dos tijolos salientes parecem proeminentes e suficiente para serem escalados. Mesmo assim, as pedras parecem escorregadias com a espuma do mar e musgo viscoso. Você prevê uma escalada difícil e uma queda perigosa.
Absolutely.
Caralho, vamos ver isso. Nada.
How may I help?
Ele tá aqui atrás.
Lava beyond seek.
I'm listening. I've got this, Captain.
That'll teach you.
Happy to oblige. Lava beyond seek.
Captain.
Aye?
Lava beyond seek.
Yeah? How do you like that?
Esse agora é ele.
Happy to oblige. Lava beyond seek. Real quiet now.
Os bichos vão estar aqui, né? E parece um barulho de... sei lá, de dragão.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes?
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench. If you join them in befouling the Adra, then you will join them in death too. The tree of the gods, yes, which these fiends plunder and profane. Go, carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers. That shufflers must not disturb these roots, or the gods will destroy the islands again. Fool! See what the impiety of the sea-striped fiends has wrought? The sand-striped shufflers know better. But you others come, smooth-toned or furred or sea-striped, with blasphemous hunger. Now, foreign ones dig at these roots, and the Deep Hunter is with us no more. Now, the gods return to rain their punishment on these islands. Again. Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam? Many generations ago, the sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots. They did not build alone. The sand-striped ones helped, as they help other fiends now. Their meddling displeased the gods, so the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves. You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You, our ancestors, hid deep where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again. The gods see. They will tear them all down. If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof. I tell you, thick tongues lie. Forked tongues do not. If what you say is true, then surely you can speak with the dead. I will believe your words, only if I hear them from the tongue of my own people.
Sugan, I found the way.
Yes? You died. We saw.
The way became dark, but this one brought light.
We will kill the shuffler and free your soul, Yanis.
Do old scales cloud your eyes? The shuffler glows like the Godwalker, like the way. She will open the way.
The gods give you power, yes. But is it enough? Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, prigging sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, You gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. You're standing at Aethys's shoulder. Your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Audra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua? Many Kith would like to know the gods' designs. Why is it so important to you?
At first, he does not respond, but there is a wavering from the light within him. A momentary dimming that allows you to see the souls within the Audra clearly.
I never sought violence or death, but Margren and the Hand Occult have ensured that the world believes the madman Widewind tried to destroy the Deerwood and everyone in it. In truth, a war was what I desired, but not one of violence. I sought a war of conscience. If people saw that the ruins so faithfully guarded by the Glanfathans were nothing more than machines, machines the Angwithans had used to turn themselves into gods, what could that mean?
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost soul.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the gods' true nature. Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most. Yes, I will tell you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your... And then the tether and cord snap. Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Your type weren't exactly accommodating.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission. But on whose terms? We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it.
Not an option, Snake. Bet you were keeping count of how many good soldiers you fanged. Captain? Aye, aye, ma'am.
You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this, and for your mercy.
Isso é bom. Deixa eu ver inclusive o dela aqui. Bola de fogo. Isso. Tá.
Not bad.
Todo mundo foi embora. Beleza.
Don't let the door hit your scaly behinds on the way out. You were gabbing with my god again, weren't you?
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that, the crew starts to ask questions.
I was rather hoping someone else would bring that up.
If you got something to tell us...
So what you're saying is we're headed to Mogren's Teeth, right?
I was actually wondering about you, though. How are you holding up?
It feels like we're getting closer. I just don't know to what.
I got this. I got this. Give me a real challenge.
Yes.
Watching. This calls for a subtle... There. What did I tell you?
Finally, some peace and quiet. Just keep that bird away from my work.
Stand down, Ishi. The man is doing important work.
Slave sphincter, those snakes were noisy. I don't suppose you brought any extra parchment with you? I'm writing it all down. My research, my work, something to survive before the next walk-in Colossus, the next Naga warband. Do you need something? If not, I should focus. So much to do. What didn't? A Colossus made of Adra marched through the fort, grew bright like luminous, and...
If Aethys got to them first, then you can fit their remains in a pouch of white leaf.
Then the Naga killed everyone else. Except Latharn, I suppose. Yes, he must have left. Dawnstar fellow. Arrived yesterday, last week, complained of strange dreams.
He's gotta be acting on his dreams, trying to help our god.
They should split up. Safer that way. Better odds. Do you need something? If not, I should focus. So much to do. Only one. Just a prototype. In there.
Captain, I don't ask for much. I need to see this thing go off.
It is most impressive. You're welcome to it. I only ask that you compile notes on the blast radius, detonation temperature, smoke formation, debris trajectory. Safety in numbers, eh? A comforting illusion. Let the others have it if they wish it. I must see that my work survives.
I got this.
Caraca, cadê o negócio? Gente, cadê o negócio? Ah, tá. Não, não. Nada demais. Consigo vir aqui? Não consigo, tá. Vindo aqui, né? Ah, tá ali aquela passagem.
Captain, a word? You've spoken to Aethys, which means you know what we're up against. If the fleet sailed up to him and fired every cannon at once, I imagine we'd have a fighting chance at taking a chip off his kneecap. There's no stopping him, is there? So, that's a no? I suppose there's a certain appeal to recognizing the inevitable. We don't have to waste our breath trying to stop it. It reminds me of the first time I shot to kill. There he stood, a pirate captain barking orders from the forecastle. Out of everyone's range, the wind toyed with us. I took aim, never thinking I'd make the shot, but then I felt this awareness, like someone out there was aiming me. A cannon blast took me by surprise. I squeezed off a shot, expecting it to fly wide. But the bullet took my target between his eyes. I don't know if Bareth kicked open a door or the Sky Mother held my hand, but that man was meant to die. I've got that same feeling now. Better or worse, I know that Aethys is meant to succeed. Hope I didn't take the wind out of your sail. Whether or not we can change anything, at least we can say we were there. That's more than most people get.
Vamos. Eu não preciso fazer nada, na real. É, acho que se eu mirasse neles aqui, isso aqui ia acabar quebrando, velho.
Oh?
Vou ver se eu consigo.
I shall. Yes?
Deixa eu ver o que eu posso fazer aqui.
Lavaru beyond sick.
Caralho, como que eu destruo isso?
Worse than rough.
Putz. Cara, eu quero ir lá no escritório, né? Um bagulho aqui, sacou? Mas tem como ir ali? Como que eu vou ali? Ah, se tiver como eu ir ali sem destruir aquilo ali, tá beleza. Ah, tem sim, cara. Se tiver, beleza. Só tem que dar a volta. Eu acho, né? Senão eu vou usar o save aqui, cara. Ah, dá pra ir, cara. Ou não. Ah, tem uma escadinha aqui, ó. Entendi. Não, eu vim aqui, porra. Eu vim aqui, cara. É, não precisa. Precisa, eu vim aqui. Eu aqui a pegada e tal. Tá certo. Deixa eu só... Aqui tem alguma coisa? Não. Na real não tem nada. Ah, tem uma caixinha aqui, né? Pera aí que eu vou... Vou ali, então. Eu achei que não tivesse vindo aqui, não. Agora entendi. Boa, é bom ter vindo. É que eu não consigo destruir de jeito nenhum. Provavelmente o meu canhão teria destruído aquilo ali, o canhão que eu apontaria para aquelas criaturas. Mas enfim, acabei libertando, fazendo um acordo com elas. Não ganhei XP, né? Mas tudo bem. Tudo bem. Tudo bem. Na verdade eu vou vir por aqui que é mais rápido, eu acho.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run! Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they? Of course. We'll rebuild bigger and better, with reinforced walls and extra cannons. The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against. She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nekataka, though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians. Clear skies.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
A short lady, about my age, came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see. Freckles, braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles. You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. Is she hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you? Right, friends of Alava's. Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get Alava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him? Well, that's great. You had a dad. Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys. She passed the veil a few years ago. A fluke. It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the Shining God.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now? Well, he hides his grief pretty well, doesn't he?
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light. Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Well, I know a lot of Dead Deer Woodens who will be relieved to hear that. You got the giant footprint on your back to prove it.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy, nothing more. Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again. You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction. I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys. What greater honor than to march in his vanguard? We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss. And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the God's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet. But to the faithful, shouldn't matter. There'll be a great journey, but we're prepared. Gadarian Bosch knows the way. Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask. What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world. Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
We can go. Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bairn.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the Temple of Aethys in Nekataka. I seem to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years. You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.
Bosta. Que jeito doido, né? Cidadela de bronze, né? Deixa eu ver que lugar é esse aqui. Vamos lá. Eita, porra.
You blink and find yourself standing in the knee-high grass. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are...
Watcher.
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned. Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known and unknown to you. In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a naga. Each of them eyeless. They are Wow.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages. And we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own titter.
We see between the strings of the world, and Aothis is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues, and jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Galawain, the changeling, arrives, and he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places. Fast on Galawain's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond. From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra.
Aothis is nothing if not resourceful. I admire his nerve.
In the changeling's voice, you hear the soft patter of rain on leaves and the rush of wind through treetops.
Hunger will drive the most pathetic of beasts to desperate acts of bravery. If his journey leads him back to us, he has proved himself worthy of return to the fold.
Aothis does not return to us. He returns to execute some grand plan. We must stop him.
Andra's voice rises like a tide, panic riding its crest. The doors lining the walls of Bareth's realm slam open in unison. Warped pieces of ancient armor and the remnants of discarded weapons roar through the doorways. They meet in the center of the room. Finally, a blacksmith's sledge hurtles past your shoulder, and the figure snatches it from the air. A man made half of metal and half of ruined skin stands before you. The rounded metal of a well-worn shield makes up most of his skull, his right eye socket, and jaw. His mouth is pulled forever into a half grimace.
If Aothis has something foolish planned, perhaps we can turn him from that path and set him down a more productive one.
Abaddon's words crash and screech together, like long steel gears forced to movement for the first time in centuries.
Abaddon speaks with a child's naivety. He violates not their realms, but mine. I feel his urgency in every stamp of his feet along my spine. I will send tsunamis to slow him, if Mogren would stir the earth beneath Mogren's teeth.
The water at your feet recedes. Lava oozes up through the shallow water, and a woman made from the guts of the earth emerges. She settles her characteristic broadsword on her shoulder. Mogren returns.
In the age when our steps carved valleys across the face of Aora, our bodies were impervious to all but the strongest attacks. I doubt fire and water will be enough to stop him, but I will bear down upon Aothis with all the heat and fury of the earth, if I must.
The death of thousands now could prevent the death of millions later.
Dark, inky tears fall from Andra's eyes.
Sacrifices of the few protect the futures of the many. You cannot let your petty mortal feelings blind you to the urgency of the dilemma Aothis has thrust upon us.
You will mind upon whose ground you tread.
The pallid night watches you with keen, predatory eyes. The deep, bellowing cry of an aurochs shakes the ground beneath your feet. The cry drones on and on, a moan without end. Wal's many eyes squeeze shut. Andra slips back beneath her waves. Magrin dissipates in a swirling cloud of steam. Galawain's beasts cower and whine. Only the pallid night stands impassive.
My end comes to all things in time. Should Aethys care to hasten the inevitable, I welcome his efforts. Aethys seeks a slate wiped clean. Freedom from the endless revolutions of Barath's wheel. The final emancipation of the countless stolen mortal lives the gods hoard within themselves.
The Child of Light will not choose the hour of my death.
Magrin tests the edge of her broadsword with a smoldering finger.
He sows chaos in his longing for a radiant dawn. So much will be lost in the cacophony of fear his actions inspire.
The crack of thunder rends the air.
We can wait no longer to act. Speak with him, Watcher. Discover what it is he plans.
Water begins to creep across the floor. It swells, runs swiftly, and you scrabble at the tiles, but it's no use. The current's pull drags you off the edge of Bareth's realm. You splash down in water so dark you can't see the bottom. Then, the water recedes. Gone, like a dream upon waking. The gods are gone, but you remain.
Caralho, loucura.
Consider it done.
Vou continuar aí. É aqui. Opa. Pra quem que eu vou vender essas coisas? Lá em cima não tem nada. Cidadela de bronze é aqui, né? Vamos lá primeiro. Gol. Vamos ver qual é o rolê aqui. Nossa.
Try this. That looks like it hurt.
Ah, tá quase morrendo já.
Tell me.
I've got this, Captain.
What can I do you for? Love will be on sake.
Speak freely. I've got this, Captain.
Oh?
Lava beyond seek.
Something I can do?
How do you like that? Bullseye.
Happy to oblige. Love will be on sake.
No.
Yes?
Se eu conseguir uma coisa mais efetiva.
There's something you don't see every day.
Happy to oblige. Blessings be upon you.
You were saying?
Yeah?
You were saying? Still got it.
Yeah?
Give me a real challenge.
Watcher, guess what? No, go on and guess, really. No dreams, waking or sleeping. I ain't had a one since I feel so fine. Like I swallowed a star and now can you see it in me? This happiness? It's all on account of you, Watcher. Everything's different now. The world looks so dang bright, doesn't it? The sky goes all glittery with stars.
Great and terrible things are at work. And once again, you seem... The Rauataians we passed will doubtless spread word, but others will want to know what you've seen. They'll look to you for answers. You make it sound so simple. Don't you worry what will come next? It reminds me of the question that drew me to the Deadfire. I promised to tell you what I was doing among the Animan. As you may have guessed, I was observing them. Gathering information on the very animancy is a subject of particular interest to the Leaden Key. Through it, I hope to pick up the trail. That's where it gets complicated. After that incident in Old Valia, I thought more about the Leaden Key and its particular... It's existed for over 2,000 years. Say what you will about...
I hope you got a while, because I got lots to say about their motives and...
Relax, Adair. I'm not defending them. That's when I realized how short-sighted I'd been. To think I could undo the Leaden Key without understanding how it works. By studying its origins, of course. Fight and spur the lad. I found references to an ancient Leaden Key cabal in the Deadfire, and they appear to have been working independently, without direct intervention from Theos. There's the challenge. Most sources refer to them as the Painted Masks. But I haven't met anyone here who knows that name. Truly? Then perhaps we'll find something there. Thank you. Anyway, it's late. I suppose that's enough from me.
I know exactly what you're thinking. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew? My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice. This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and they're factoring in all potential losses. Rauatai is here to do some good work, since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try and stay out of our way. Better that you hear it from me than someone else, right? The company isn't in the business of reassigning officers outside of the mission unless they've got a damn good reason. And you are a damn good reason. Take the compliment. Then I look forward to seeing how long it takes before you... Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks. Ishi, come.
That's a good-looking bird. Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start. Did your friend suffer a head wound? Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question. You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made. A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it? Sorted out as equals. Interesting. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours. Ask me again when I'm wearing the big hat. That'll be a different Maya. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
You must gather.
Vamos lá, vamos lá, vamos lá. É uma moça que vendia as coisas aqui? Não. Só de dia. Eu acho que eu tinha que vir aqui, né? Vamos ver. O outro é lá embaixo, no negócio de bronze. Depois a gente vai lá.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy? Ask. Whatever I know is for just so. Do not leave me in suspense, I say.
Sair aqui. Ainda não encontrei ninguém.
Thank you again. The Harapo epic is in the right hands at last.
Let's go.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Neketaka.
I thought the tribes needed them to calm the weather.
A greater storm surrounds
The
this
belly of
place.
the great eel roars with hunger. Continue the hunt, good feeder. Return when the kill is complete.
You return intact. Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there? The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on. If Aethys makes for Magrin's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared for my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say. The fiery children of Magrin devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of from Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him in the deepest memory of the tribes. We have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished, my people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight. Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts. I cannot send ships to Magrin's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace. If you make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come. What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth? Akira, and a heavy burden it is for so few to carry. My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept...
Don't get too cozy, Highness. That false sense of security will get you into trouble.
Akira, I would not want your employers to think me easy. This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nakaroatl. The voices of the dead echo through Tangaloa's mouth, wailing of their missteps in life. I merely ask while the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals
pit your strongest water wizards against their weight in iron and black powder, Highness. We can end this quickly.
Akira, and how long will this contest last in open water? Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons. It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
Opa, todo mundo subiu de nível. Foi bom, foi bom. Vou subir de nível aqui com eles. Ela. Prestidigitação. Furtividade. Cara, vou pegar esse aqui que sempre precisa. E F10. Próximo. Tá, duas habilidades. Vamos lá. Isso aqui, o que isso aqui faz? Em um único ágil movimento, o ladino intensamente troca de posições com um alvo próximo, cancelando quaisquer engajamentos automáticos do alvo. Quando o alvo é um aliado, do contrário, é necessário passar por uma rolagem de ataque. Ok. Esse aqui é corpo a corpo. Tá. Esse aqui. Tá, mais 50%. Ok. Não. Precisão, tá? Cara, esse vai ser um. Eu uso ataques empoderados, cara, quase não uso. É aquele quando você clica no amarelinho, você bota lá no ataque. Cara, esse aqui é o que mesmo? Não tem nem esse aqui, mano. Tá. É, esse aqui é o do olho, né? Deixa eu ver se eu consigo. Isso aqui é o quê? Talvez valha a pena melhorar a defesa dela. Deixa eu ver esse aqui do olho. Esse aqui é o que deixa os inimigos cegos. Tá. Na boa, não tem muito ataque, não sei o que é o que. Só que é corpo a corpo. Distância da arma, tá? Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Esse aqui vai até o fim do combate, né? Também causa dano de corrosão ao longo do tempo, que aumenta a potência enquanto estiver ativo. Esse aqui essa acho que é arcana. História é ela, tá com 10, diplomacia, bom, tem 10 aí. Metafísica, só ele ali, né? Religião, só tá a coisinha, noção, só tá os dois ali com 7. Sobrevivência 8. Vou botar aqui 4. Vamos lá. Ah, isso é bom. Pronto. Isso aqui é uma ação padrão. Cara, esse com certeza, vamos dar uma olhada nisso aqui. Tá. Cara, o que eu posso fazer? Ah, eu posso aumentar o poderzinho do bicho. O mascote não vale de armadura contra todos os tipos de dano. Posso curar ele, né, também. Ah, esse aqui eu já tenho. Esse aqui, deixa eu ver isso aqui. Vou curar o mascote. Pronto. Próximo. Os outros eram mais importantes. Agora o mago. Furtividade. Acho que metafísica. Caralho, as magias são boas aqui. Vamos lá. Ataques empoderados ganham duração aumentada. Tá. Esse aqui, cara, é parede de drenagem. Inimigos que encostam através essa parede irão perder tempo de quaisquer efeitos de estado benéfico. Para cada segundo drenado, o mago ganha duração do estado. Tá. Por 5 rodadas, não vale a pena. Duração 5 rodadas. Eu gostei desse aqui. Porra, fortaço, velho. Acerta vários. Antes de explodir, causando grande quantidade de dano. Tá. Mas eu acho que eu vou acertar esse aqui pra inimigo, um inimigo só, sabe? Ah, sim. Claro. Tem mais aqui, né? Cara, essa aqui ou esse aqui, né? Vou pegar esse. A nossa querida clériga. Religião. Aqui em cima vai ser de alquimia. Arcana. Próximo. Vamos lá. Uma terrível chuva de fogo cai sobre a área de efeito, repetidamente usando dano de queima. Tá. Porra, 80 de queimar, caralho, fortão, tá? Isso aqui é o quê? Tá. Porra. Mas esse aqui que eu vou pegar. Ressuscitar. Ressurreição, né? cara, do ataque. Isso aqui seria legal de gelo, né, mano? Tá. Eu gostei desse, tá? Não, é esse, é esse. Vou tentar fazer esse aqui. Se tivesse outro para paralisar, seria bom, tá? Tá, mas esse aqui. E nosso querido guerreiro. Atletismo. Intimidar. Próximo. Opa, opa. Acerta o inimigo com um golpe poderoso na cabeça, causando dano alto e deixando atordoado. Inimigos atrás do alvo. Ok. Acho que essa é uma boa pedida, tá? Empoderamento, empoderamento. Tá. Como é que é isso aqui? Ele revive? O lutador recusa ser derrotado. Após ser nocauteado, o lutador se levanta com uma porção de seus pontos restaurados. Com certeza é isso aqui, meu amigo. É melhor, tá? Isso com certeza é melhor. Pronto. Depois eu vou lá nos meus personagens guardados lá, né? Aumentar o nível deles. Tem que ser numa taverna. Oh caramba, errei.
After spending so much time with Connor, I'm surprised. You're nothing like.
Errei o caminho. Errei o caminho aqui que eu quero. Beleza. Vamos lá. Nequetaca. O que tem por aqui? Quem que quer falar comigo aqui? Eu esqueci.
I take it the Hazanui runs a tight ship. Do you ever disagree with orders?
Naturally. And I bark about it until the boss tells me to stand down.
You Rawatayans aren't much for passive aggression, are you?
Não sei se é esse cara. eu só responder a ele aqui.
What brought you to the Royal Deadfire Company?
Looking for another contract, and I've been ready to return to the rough country.
Well, if things go the way the Hazanui's hoping.
Not here. Not now.
Beleza. Guarda, servidor.
Careful around the Eric. Can I help you with something?
Aqui não tem nada, não. Deixa eu ver esse cara aqui. Aqui não tem nada, Bruno. Talvez seja aquele cara lá em cima, aquele comandante ali. Vou falar com todo mundo aqui, né?
This won't
Come
do.
to gawk, too? My punishment's over, you know.
I punched my captain.
Atta girl.
Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore. I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer. You know, I've heard stories about you. People around Nekataka seem to think a lot of you. I could probably use the good influence, especially with the way my last posting ended. I'll see you on board, Captain.
Show de bola. Inclusive eu vou colocar. Foi mal. Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha aqui. Esse aqui é aquele que eu acabei tirando. Deixa eu ver aqui com ele aqui como é que é. Não, dele não é não. Como eu vou pegar aquela galera, eu vou deixar esses equipamentos aí. Ó, isso aqui é o quê? Aqui. Do que sobrar eu... Deixa eu ver se é aqui com essa galera. Quer ser esse pessoal.
Where you're going with that. There. What did I tell you?
Eita, pô. Não era isso que eu queria fazer não, cacete.
My favorite privateer. Clear skies. You have your assignment, Private, but the spirit... Ah,
So...
Cara, não tem. Não é que não. É engraçado. Eu achei que eu tinha que vir aqui. Não, ele falou que eu tinha que procurar um cara, uma pessoa aqui, né?
I still can't let you through.
Olha só, não tinha visto isso. Olha a música, deixa eu ver aqui no bar. Essa moça aqui, ela é o quê? Canhoneira experiente.
Consider it done.
Cara, quem tá maluco? Onde tá esse cara? Será que é daquele saguão lá em cima?
Looking for a pistol or an arquebus? Well...
É nada demais aqui também. Porra de coisa pra vender, mas primeiro eu vou equipar a galera. Umas armaduras, uns negócios melhor ali de repente.
Will your mighty fortress protect you from the Adra Colossus?
Much better than wooden huts, my friend.
You cannot stand against such a force. There is so little we understand of one another.
Our chanters say we once came from Deadfire. How can we be so different?
Não lembro se é aqui, se tem alguma coisa aqui na real. Não lembro.
Good to see you again.
Aquela moça animada, né? Ah, tá aberto agora. É isso. Agora dá pra gente conversar com essa galera aqui. Pronto.
The former lady of Cadnua, and one-time terrifier of harbor masters, if dockside tales are to be believed. Other than Hasongo, you have not brought much good news of late. So, in addition to pirates, profiteers, and slavers, the Deadfire has a vengeful god roaming its waters? Good. Because the last thing the archipelago needs is another disaster tugging at the seams. He must be stopped. If there were help to be found at the palace, do you think Deadfire would be such a mess? The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and no one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit. Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rowathians we could feed with plantations here. That's a naive view, one our enemies are keen to promote. Rauatai's violent storms have shaped and hardened us as much as they have our homeland's rocky terrain. But it remains a difficult place to live. So, we rely on trade. And those developments also create a more stable, productive Deadfire. Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally. You've already helped us immensely at Asongo. Once repairs are done, we can resume much-needed shipments from the farms back to Rauatai. It's also a welcome indication that someone around here can get things done. You've already spoken with Atsura. For now, I suggest you continue to work with him. I might have something for you later. Notice that, did you? Saltpeter is one of our chief resources at Rauatai, and we believe in putting resources to use. Now you can see why we didn't want the Valians nosing around our fort. Hazatoa, Atsura and I usually have a game running, and this one's been going on for over a month and a half. Atsura's good at misdirection, but I've got a mind for the long game. You look like you've come with a purpose. I got her message all right. It happened a year into my first command. We were chasing pirates along Rauatai's south coast, and they landed a shot right next to our magazine. A lucky hit. I ran below. The fire was already spreading and making for our powder stores. I smothered what I could with my uniform, pulled the rest away with my own hands. We don't get to choose our challenges, do we? Just the way we meet them. There's a cost to every victory. And the win goes to those willing to make a sacrifice. I'll bet you already know a thing or two about that. And if you don't, Deadfire will teach you soon enough.
I got this. I got this.
Tá, show de bola, era isso. Agora vamos sair, né? Tem um templo lá em cima. Aliás, é o templo do do Deus que tá caminhando aqui na escada sagrada. Vamos ver qual é o rolê. Qual é o rolê aqui? Templo, Magran. Então. Benéfico. Mercador. Onde que tem um templo de órfão? Não é aqui não, cara. Não é aqui não. É, eu achei que fosse aqui. Opa. Opa. Journal. Apertando. Ah, tem que ir lá nessa mestra. É que esse aqui? Espere para os animantes finalizarem a recalibração da máquina. Os animantes do pináculo devem finalizar. Tikiwara. Neketaka. Bearne nos indicou uma mulher chamada Ogni, no tempo de Gaon. É aqui mesmo. É aqui, Gaon, beleza. Pensei que era o deus que caminhava lá, mas não, esse cara, esse é tal de Gaon. Não sei se ela tá aqui fora. Deixa eu ver aqui, pá. Legal. Let's go! Ogni aqui.
Light of Aethys be upon you. Your friend guided you truly. Gadarian Bosch has honored me with the duty of helping his message reach all of the faithful. We answer the Shining God's call. He shows us the way and we march in his wake. Already the vanguard prepares to make its journey, with more soon to follow. Gadarian Bosch leads the vanguard. They are the most righteous of the partisans.
Gadarian Bosch.
They will be the first to join the ranks of Aethys, the first to charge at his call.
Baron said something about the vanguard. You don't think he's that dumb, do you?
The Shining God demands total commitment from his father. What good is a soldier who is not willing to make the ultimate sacrifice? To walk the lighted path, one must be willing to never turn back. Yes, in fact, we will follow him along the lighted path. When the time is right, he will welcome our souls into his legion. Gadarian Bosch has seen it.
Just your souls, then? Not your bodies?
The Vanguard know their own, and Gadarian Bosch knows them. Beyond that, we keep such information private.
If they know their own, what do you think they'd say to a couple new members? Can we be in the Vanguard too?
I'm afraid you cannot. The Vanguard is reserved for the most faithful among us. You have not even joined the partisans. I agree. and Gadarian Bosch has admitted to the Vanguard all who asked to join. Unfortunately, even if I were to initiate you right now into our order, it would be too late to join the Vanguard. Their ship is docked right now in Nekataka, and set to depart at any moment.
You think he could be on it? If he left right after we did, we gotta go.
They won't take you, but there will be more ships to follow. Stay and learn about the partisans of the lighted path, and I'll see that there is room for you.
That's a real nice offer. We'll think about it and get back to you.
Então vamos lá. É bom que eu já vou fazer o...
Ishi's crap is harder to get out of leather than tar. This is the second time he's gotten my boots.
Eu vou parar agora, galera.
He's just trying to cozy up to you, Firefly.
Well, I was sneaking him some extra seeds.
Opa.
Oops, I'm...
Isso. Galera, valeu. Até a próxima.